Sai Ram. Thank you for being here this morning. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagavan. Somehow, it has become a fashion of the day, but all those in the spiritual field claim meditation as a sign of their excellence or progress or advancement in spirituality. If you ask any religious man, what do you do? Meditate. Oh, good. Please meditate, yes. And if you ask many people who are interested in physical fitness, what are doing? Yoga. Yoga and meditation. These two words are very popular. I don't know to what extent in practice. And both are different. Yoga is different from meditation. Yoga is not necessarily physical exercise. Yogasanas, asanas, postures. Yogasanas, different postures of the body. What for? Physical fitness. So that is yogasana, not yoga. Yogasana. Asana is a posture. Lie down like that. Straight. Yes, asana, postures. But what is yoga? Yoga is that which connects you to God. That which connects you to God is yoga. Not this, oh well, I do yoga, please do it. But it's not true sense. It's yogasana. Physical exercise. Pranayama. Some people say, well, I do pranayama. Oh, do it, pranayama, good. What do you understand by pranayama? What is the purpose of pranayama? What is the experience out of this process, pranayama, or breath control? Why breath control, pranayama? Why? What do you get out of it? Then people say meditation. Why some of the builders in the village, they say, sir, we have got so many rooms and a meditation hall. Oh, I see. Meaning other rooms are non-meditative. Only that hall is meditation hall. The others are non-meditative. I don't understand this. Therefore, my friends, let us think for a while what this meditation is all about. There are many things that could be said, and these could be discussed at length, periodically. And I am not in a rush to pour out all my views and all the material I got within this hour, because we are not preparing for any examination. There is no syllabus. There is no hurry. There is no worry. Even if we try to know one or two points, we can reflect on them and be happy. What is our usual understanding of meditation? Our understanding of meditation is that it is a process. A process. Oh. We also understand that meditation is time-bound. Some people meditate in the early hours of the morning. Some people meditate in the night before they go to bed. Some people say, I meditate for an hour. Oh, I meditate for 2 hours. There are also people that claim time-bound meditation process. And some people have separate rooms in their palatial buildings, meditation room for the master of the house, who meditates. So that is our concept. Meditation as a process. But my friends, meditation is not a process. Meditation is not at all a process. Why? Because process necessarily has a technique. Every process has got a method. Every process needs a technique. Meditation is not a process. Meditation has no technique. Meditation is not a technique. It is not a process. Why should I say that? By making meditation a process, by adopting a technique, we bring it down to the level of a mechanical process. Meditation becomes mechanical if you have got some kind of technique. If you have got some time for meditation, you bring it down to mechanical process, routine, monotony. But meditation is not supposed to be monotonous. True meditation is never mechanical. Anything that is mechanical is repetitive. Yes, I do meditation every day at 5 o'clock, okay. 5 o'clock you get up, sit for some time, think it is meditation and go back. Routine. And exactly at 5 you get up and sit. Because you made your body ready to get up at 5. The body is ready to be trained. You can't sleep after 5 because you got used to get up at 5 and meditate. So at 5, like alarm bell, you'll get up and sit. Call it meditation. It is not so. Meditation is not mechanical. Meditation is not a process. Meditation has no technique. Then what is meditation? Meditation is creative. It is not repetitive. It is creative. Meditation is not monotonous. It is fresh. It is vital. It is not limited to a room and time. There is a room in our house for meditation. Other rooms? What are they? Dining halls or what? Therefore, meditation is beyond time and space. You cannot say, this is the place where I meditate. Better you bury yourself there. It is not that. Meditation is not bound by time and space. Let us be very clear about it. Why should I say all this? What is my competence to say that? My only qualification is to quote Swami. My only qualification. What does he say? Eating, reading, writing, driving, walking, everything is meditation. That's what Baba said. Not once, many, many times. Even the meditation, eating, writing, talking, walking, reading, anta meditation, appa. Everything is meditation. So when everything is meditation, what does it mean? Meditation is life. Meditation is life. Life is meditative. Life is meditative. Life is meditation. Therefore, we have to understand that meditation is a lifestyle. That meditation is the pattern of life. Meditation is vital. That it is the life. Then, how to go about it? What are the advantages of meditation? What are the disadvantages if we do not meditate? These are the questions that come to our mind. What are the advantages by going to a hotel? You can eat and come back. If you don't go, you won't get food material. What is the advantage in going to a theater? you can see the movie. You don't go, you don't see the movie. Similarly, what do you get out of meditation? What you don't get when you do not meditate. Let us consider these two so that we'll be very, very clear. I'm not going to confuse you. Fortunately enough, Swami's literature, by translating his talks for 25 years, I have certain things very clear to me. I don't say all. In certain things, I am very, very clear. So I am not confused. So when I am not confused, you can be sure you will not be confused. So both of us are not going to be confused anyway. What is the first advantage of meditation? First advantage. The first advantage of meditation is you do not feel separate. You do not feel separate. Separate from what? From existence. Separate from the universe. You will feel you are the universe and not separate from the universe. You feel that you are the world, not separate from the world. You are not the individual, you are universal. You are not to be taken as a person. No, you are cosmic. Therefore, the first sign of meditation is to give up this feeling that I am separate. If I say I am separate from you because I am convener and the president of the center and I am a professor, finished, that fellow is non-meditative. A meditative man will never consider himself separate from others. It is only a non-meditative man who thinks that he is separate from others. Why he thinks separate from others? Why he does not think? Why? The reason is, while in meditation, ego is not the center. Ego is not there. So you feel that you are one with everyone. You are one with everyone. But out of meditation, ego comes in. Thus, ego will make you feel, I am separate from you. You know what I am? Why should I know what you are? I am not interested. So this kind of claim, this kind of feeling, I am so and so, is the quality of a non-meditative mind. Is the expression of ego. To feel one with the many, that I am not separate, I am one with everyone, is the quality of a meditative mind. Okay. What is wrong if I think that I am separate from others? If you think separate from others, what happens? Either you will have superiority complex or inferiority complex. Either you will be proud of your achievements or feel jealous of others' achievements. You are full of ego. On the other hand, a meditative mind that thinks that he is just like anybody, I am one with everyone, has nothing to claim anything his own. Because his I-ness is gone. That quality of separate identity is gone. I am with everyone, that's all. No ego. Therefore, my friends, a meditative man is always in peace. Let us examine why we have certain qualities. Fear. We all have fear. Some people may say, I have no fear. At least you have fear of death. At least you have fear of death. We have fear, we have anxiety, we have worry, we have tension. All these things are the features of the ego. Egoistic man is under tension. Egoistic man is constantly worried. It's only egoistic man who is restless. He cannot sit at one place. He cannot read one book. He cannot speak in a focused way. He'll be taking that way, this way and that way. Zigzag way. Hodgepodge work. Not in a systematic way. That is the nature of a non-meditative man. Now, let us understand this. I go to seashore, collect some water. There is water in my palm, okay? There is water there in the sea. Water in my palm thinks that it is separate. Water here in my palm thinks it has a form of my palm, that it is separate. What will happen to that water in my palm? It will get dried up. It will be evaporated. Similarly, when I consider myself separate from others, there is a death. There is a death when I consider I am separate from others. When you are one with everyone, there is no death. When I take some water here, this water gets evaporated. But water in the sea remains. Am I right? Similarly, my friends, in that vastness, in that infinity, in that limitlessness, what happens? There is no fear, there is no anxiety, there is no death. So a truly meditative man has no worry, has no tension, nothing, because he is one with everyone. Actually speaking, to think that I am separate is false. To think I am separate is false. And to know that I am one with everyone is true. That is truth, this is false. How do you say that? There in the sea, you find waves, zzz, like that, waves. Every wave thinks, yeah, I am here, okay. I am the wave here. Okay, good. How long does it last? Shh, finish. It rises and subsides. So wave that has got separate identity, wave that has got separate size, separate dimension will increase and goes down. So this wave is false, ocean is true. Am I clear? Wave is false, ocean is truth. Similarly, to have a feeling I am separate is false, and to experience and to believe and have firm conviction that I am one with everyone is true. It is the truth. Then I can also tell you another important aspect. In the beginning, what is this? Matter. Good. What is there in the matter? Energy. What is there behind the energy? Matter has energy, and energy is out of what? Beyond the energy, there is consciousness. Consciousness is the base. Out of that energy, out of that the body. Energy is in between. Therefore, the body goes on changing. Because 25 years ago we were all very good with curling hair and all that. And today, better not be said. After 3 or 4 years, we don't want to look at our own face. Body goes on changing. Energy also changes. High energy, low energy, solar energy, hydraulic energy. Energy has different forms. But at the bottom there is consciousness, which is changeless. Which is changeless. That has no change at all. Oh, I see. Okay. Do you know the body? Yes. How do you know? I see my body. Good. Do you have energy? Yes. How do you know? I am energetic. If you have no energy, you cannot sit. If you have no energy, you cannot walk. If you have no energy, you cannot talk. So you know energy. But how do you know energy? Do you see energy? You see the body, but you don't see the energy. But you feel the energy. Suddenly you say, I am very weak. Show me, where is weakness? You cannot show. I am very strong. Show me, you cannot show. So energy is felt but not shown. Body is felt and shown. This is my body. Yes, I feel, I can show. But energy can be felt, but it cannot be shown. I cannot show, this is my energy, please take this cup of my energy. Cannot show that. Behind the energy there is consciousness. That cannot be shown. That cannot be felt. Then what is it? It is witness. Consciousness is witness. It is just a witness, that's all. That consciousness, which is the witness, will see the low energy, high energy. See the body, strong body, weak body. That consciousness being the witness will observe both states of the body and energy. So what is true meditation? True meditation is to meditate upon the consciousness which is the true witness. That is meditation. Some people say, I meditate on light. Very good. Where is the light? Where is the light? Sir, I see that. Close your eyes. Where is the light? No, light is in me. How do you know? I imagine. Imagination cannot be religion. It is hypothetical. So, the question is, I see the light because of consciousness. I listen to the sound because of consciousness. I taste because of consciousness. I feel the sense of touch because of consciousness. Something like electricity that makes the fan rotate, mic function, heater to heat, and fridge to get things frozen. So, by electricity functions in different forms. Likewise, consciousness expresses itself in different forms, but it has no special quality. It has no special quality on its own, because it is only witness. It will witness, that's all. So consciousness is not a participant, but it is only a witness. Body, participant. Energy, participant. Consciousness, not a participant, but a witness or a spectator. This kind of investigation, this spirit of inquiry is true meditation. You got my point? Because there are some people say, I feel Swami in my meditation. So, you mean say Swami is not there when you don't meditate? Some people say, I get cool breeze when I sit in meditation. Okay, you can have air conditioner. Why meditation? You can have cool breeze. Getting cool breeze, some people say, I see different pictures. Something wrong, get your eyes checked. You don't get different colors. You don't see many forms. What do you see in meditation? There's nothing to be seen. What do you hear? Nothing to be heard. Why? It is a witness. It is only the witness. Therefore, my friends, to think along this direction is a true process of meditation. Then who am I? Who are you? You are consciousness. I am consciousness. At the level of the body, we are different. You are stronger than me. I am weaker than you. There is difference in body. In energy, you are a highly energetic man. I am not. There is difference in energy. But in respect of consciousness, both are same. You cannot say I have higher consciousness, you have lower consciousness, I have richer consciousness, I have poorer consciousness, taller, shorter, very fair, unfair, nothing. Now what is meditation? The meditation is to know and experience that the consciousness in you is very much the same as the consciousness in everyone. The conscious in you is very much same as the consciousness in everyone. That is true meditation. This is true meditation, the sign of meditation indeed. Then comes next thing. There are two levels of awareness. Two levels. Most of us are educated. Most of them are professionals. Most of us are sophisticated. Most of us make use of electronic gadgets. Most of us know how to handle machines and machinery. We are ultra modern. But the situation is, all this modernity is on the head only. It's only head, all that modernity is science, technology, everything, head. Now what happens? Information from the head goes down, gets into the body and starts working. In other words, intellectual or knowledge or factual information or worldly awareness or physical contact always flows downwards. Always flows downwards. Downwards meaning what? From the head to the down. Am I clear? But in meditation what happens is just the reverse. Just the reverse. Upward. Something like a fountain. Something like bubbling up. From the navel. From the navel, it starts working. It starts working. Starts moving upwards. That's what is called intuition. Intuition is the upward movement, while intellect is a downward movement. Intellect is downward, intuition is upward. Am I clear, please? You can pull my collar and ask me to repeat if you feel any point of ambiguity here. If there is least of ambiguity, kindly, I am ready to clarify. I repeat again, intellectual flow is downward, intuitive flow is upward. The intellectual flow which is downward is from the head to the body, while the upward movement is from the heart to the head. Intuitive feeling. Somebody will say, Mr. Anil Kumar, I have got some intuitive feeling that we'll be meeting today. Actually, it had happened. I never thought that we will be meeting. You are elsewhere, I am here. Suddenly I got some intuitive feeling that we'll be meeting today, and it happened. Meaning, no preparation, no planning, no managing, no manipulation, no gimmicks. Like a flash, it appears. Intuition. Swami is always at the intuitive level. Upward movement from level. Bubbling a fountain of love, fountain of joy. So immediately vibhuti there, ring there, watch there. No planning. He won't plan. Watches be given to so and so. Vibhuti be given to so and so. No planning. No management. Nothing. Outbursts. Right? So intuitive is spontaneous. Intuition is spontaneous. Intuition is sudden. Intuition is divine. Intuition is spiritual. Whereas intellect is manageability, maneuverability, planning, cunningness of the head. Therefore, meditation is to awaken the intuition. To awaken the intuition. Another example. All scientific discoveries, Sir Isaac Newton, Michael Faraday, Gregor John Mendel, Madame Curie, all the scientists made discoveries not because of their intellect, because of their intuition. We were just passing by, he saw the apple fruit falling down, then came the laws of gravitation. He did not take a paper and a pencil, with what force it is falling, what time it fell down, how long it has taken to reach the ground. No planning, nothing. He was just falling, passing by, saw the fruit falling, then came the tree. That's it. Similarly, Archimedes was taking bath in his tub, just taking bath in his tub. While he's taking bath, some water came out of the tub, fell down. The tub is full of water. When he got into the tub, some water spelt out, came out. There came the law of density. Not in the laboratory. Please understand it. Gregor John Mendel, a botanist, a pastor, going to the church and returning, he saw so many plants, garden peas, pea plants, P-E-A, of different colors. All are sea plants only, all are pea plants, but different colors. Why? That led to the Mendelian laws of inheritance. So all great scientific discoveries are intuitive, but not intellectual. Therefore, my friends, this is altogether a different field, spirituality. We cannot say, Mr. Anil Kumar, you read so many books, you are a great spiritual man. I should pity you because books Books hook into the head. That's all. He's a great scholar, headstrong. His head is strong, so he is headstrong. So this head is not religion, it has nothing. Heart, intuition, upward, and great things. Revelations are because of this intuition. So the purpose of meditation is to awaken the intuition. Then point is this. When Tyagaraja had darshan of Sri Rama, or Ramadasa had darshan of Sri Rama, or Meera darshan of Krishna, they had darshan, but we followers of them make a theory out of it. Tyagaraja had Ram darshan because he had first holy bath in Ganges first. He came out of the Ganges next. He applied vibhuti on the forehead, some part on the stomach, some part on the shoulders. Then sat on a rock in deep meditation. Then he had Ramachandra. This is the theory you have developed basing on his experience. Experience of Tyagaraja is intuitive, but you make it into a theory, an intellectual exercise. They are theologists. Theologists. Who are theologists? Theologists are those that make a theory out of an intuitive experience. Simple example, Christ, full of intuition. But his followers, St. Augustine, others, all these followers are theologists. They made theory out of Jesus Christ, intuitive experiences. Therefore, my friends, let us not mistake a process as the reality. The process, the method, the technique is the job of a theologist. Is an intellectual exercise, but a revelation, truth appearing suddenly, spontaneously, unexpectedly, creatively, is that intuition which is divine, which is totally spiritual. Another thing is this, please watch. A saint will say, God exists. God is there. Then we begin to understand why God is there, who is God, where is He. A saint, or you can say mystic, M-Y-S-T-I-C, mystic. A mystic tells you straight away, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman, everything is divine. That's all. Then starts explanation later. The head is not like that. Explanation first, conclusion next. But mystics, saints, the heart, intuition, conclusion first, explanation next. God is, then you go think anything else. This intuitive approach. How can this creation exist without God? Who created this universe? How do you exist? Why do you exist? How long? This is explanation leading to conclusion. But that of mysticism, that of intuition, conclusion first, explanation next. But in the worldly head, explanation first, conclusion at the end. Am I clear, sir? Therefore, if you want to awaken our intuition, let us have conclusions. What are those conclusions? Whatever the scripture says. The scripture says, Eko vasi sarva bhutanam. In all the dwellings, in all the beings, only one God exists. Vasudeva sarva miti. The whole thing is divine. Ishavasyamidagam sarvam yatkincha jagatsyam jagat. The whole world, universe is divine. Conclusion first. Then for you to analyze, think and reach that. But the head is not like that. Why? How? When? Then comes to conclusion. That is the difference between an intellectual approach and an intuitive approach. Therefore, my friends, meditation is intuitive and not intellectual. Meditation has got to do with the heart and not with the head. Then you may say, where is the proof? Where is the proof? Simple thing. How do you know that is an intuitive man? How do you know that's an intellectual? I know you are intellectual because of your scholarship. I know you are intellectual because of your knowledge. But how do you know an intuitive man? An intuitive man is blissful. An intuitive man is peaceful. An intuitive man carries a smile on the lips always. He lives at peace, calm, serene, no turbulence, no worry. His life is the proof. For knowledge, I should show you the proof. For intuition, your life is the proof. No other proof is required, your very life. Therefore, my friends, how do you say you're a meditative man? You are a meditative man because you are very calm. You are a meditative man because you are very silent. Because you are not carried away by ups and downs in life. Therefore, you are a meditative man. Then, how to go about it? If I live at this stage, I am a politician, but I am not, fortunately, as of now, though elections are on, I am not yet. Incidentally, I may share with you a joke. Swami mentioned the name of a chief minister, a lady. He said, Anil Kumar, that lady wants you, why don't you go there? She will make you a minister. I said, Swami, I can't go to her because she needs suitcases of cash. Then Swami immediately said, stop, what nonsense you are trying. You should say, Swami, I don't get into politics. But when you say I don't have money means if you have money, you'll go there. Because you have no money, you are here. If you have money, you'll go to politics. That should not be your answer. Your answer should be, I don't get into politics. That's what he said. Now my point is, how to get this intuition, awakening of the intuition while in meditation. How to awaken the intuition? Simple. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. When you stop thinking, there is no mind. When there is no mind, meaning there is no ego. Then what is there? You are there. The real you are there. When you stop thinking. The real you meaning the consciousness. You as consciousness exist when you stop thinking. But it's impossible to stop thinking. Impossible. If anything good happens, why should it happen? If anything good happens to you, why only to me? If anything good happens to anybody, why not? I get it. So why and why not? How and when? Constant thinking. If I am fine now, will I be fine tomorrow? So, thinking. When thinking stops, you are there as consciousness. How to stop thinking? That is the next question. There are two ways of stopping thinking. One way, the process of self-inquiry. Who am I? Am I the body? No. Am I the mind? No. Am I the intellect? No. Who am I? Not the body, not the senses, not the mind. Who am I? This process of inquiry will take you to that state of awareness, of consciousness. This is called mimamsa or self-inquiry. One way. For all of us. Difficult means we are not used to it. Very easy to go to a temple, break the coconut, break our head and come out. Very easy. And make chutney out of the remaining half of the coconut. Very simple. Buy some flowers, give to God, or pluck out some flowers in the garden of the temple, give it to same God, come back. Very nice. Easy. But self-inquiry, 6 o'clock breaking the coconut, very good. We are not used to this self-inquiry, therefore we find it tough. But it is the ultimate. One day or other one has to do it. If not this life, even after 100 lives, there is no other way. Self-inquiry, because you inquire about yourself. What is yourself? Which is not the body, which is not the mind, which is not the intellect. That self in you, which is universal. That self in you, which is cosmic. That self in you, which is timeless, spaceless, immortal. This is self-inquiry. Then why am I not able to do it? How to do it? Next question. Mind is always in agitation. When is the next train? When is the next flight? When is canteen times? Will food be remaining after Anil Kumar talk? Or will there be no food at all? We are not totally in any activity. Please understand. We are not totally into any activity. While in office we think of home. At home we think of the office. Where are you? In between. Total presence, totally. As you walk, yes, be in this process of walking totally. Not thinking of the office, not thinking of anybody. Walk. Then walking becomes meditation. Any activity where you are totally involved is meditation. That is second technique. And the third one, when we sing bhajans loudly, there are some people that murmur, that grumble. The stage will be there after 70. Grandmother's grandfather state. Naturally we grumble and we murmur. Now I think we are fit enough. We can sing well. When you sing well and join others, thinking stops. When you sing, you cannot think. When you speak, you cannot think, you don't think. If you go on thinking as you speak, there will be a long gap. There are some people, what I mean to say is, well, in other words, in that gap he starts thinking. And we'll be thinking when that fellow will get out of this place. It's not the way. Therefore, while singing, we have to stop thinking naturally. Because that song, the tune, the beat, the melody will stop the thought flow. That's one way. Therefore, it is also important to know that a meditative man has no worry. If he goes on getting worried, he is still a thinking man. A man at the level of the mind, if he does not worry himself, he is intuitive man. He is a meditative man. He does not worry about anything else. Okay, then what is the job of Baba here? What is the job of Swami here? We are very close to Samadhi celebration. This month, April, Swami left his body 24th. 27th, the body is laid to Samadhi. We are close to that. Few thoughts here, please contemplate on these thoughts. Outer Guru, I repeat any number of times, outer Guru will show you the inner Guru. Outer Guru will show you the inner Guru. It does not mean there are two Gurus, only one. Swami outside will help you to see Swami within yourself. Am I clear? So, the role of a Guru, the role of a master is to make you experience him within. Or else, we are not fit to be his true disciples or true devotees. We are not yet qualified. If we are qualified, if we are true sadhakas, Baba should have given us long back to make us feel him within us. Therefore, as we are close to Samadhi day, Aradhana day, the day of worshipfulness, the day of reverence, the day of respect, the day of gratitude, my humble appeal to all of you is, the job of a Guru is to help you to see him within you. Please be very clear. I'll repeat it 1,000 times if you want. So Baba's job is to make every one of us to feel him within us. If we have not felt him, we are not feeling him still, means we have to qualify ourselves. We have to improve ourselves. Still there is a long way to go. Therefore, my friends, at this moment, I would like to draw your attention that it's most important to feel Swami within ourselves. How to feel him within? These are all the questions, I know. Some people may not ask me, but you have all these questions. We all have all these questions. Because the modern education gave us a questioning mind. Not the mind of acceptance. It's a mind of questioning. How to develop trust. Trust. We see Swami outside because of faith. Please understand this. Faith will help you to see Swami outside. Trust will only help you to see him within. Huh? Yes. What is the difference between faith and trust? Lot of difference. You may be faithful today, you may be faithless tomorrow. You may have more faith today, less in the afternoon, by the night totally gone. Faith goes on fluctuating. So out of faith we see him outside, grow in faith more and more and more, so that the faith boils down, so that the faith gets crystallized. so that faith gets frozen, precipitated, solidified, crystallized into trust. Water becomes ice. Am I clear? Same water. So water is the faith, ice is the trust. Without water you can't get ice. Water is necessary. Out of water only you get the ice. Therefore, my friends, our faith in Swami, outer Swami, should help us to know Him, feel Him within by trusting Him, by developing the trust out of interest in Him. That's very important. And the next thing is this. We always have a feeling, everyone here, I must do something for Swami. I am doing this for Swami. You are not doing for Swami. Please understand this. You are not doing anything for Swami. You are doing for yourself. You are doing for your own spiritual growth. You are doing for your own enlightenment. You are doing for your own advancement. You are doing for your own enlightenment. You are doing to be egoless. You are doing to travel from I to we. You are doing from that I-ness to that state of universality, Catholicity. Therefore, this doing, I am doing is ego. I am not doing. He gets things done. Swami gets things done. If I am not here, somebody else will come and do it much better what we would have done. There are many people that ask me, Anil Kumar, how have you come to Swami? How have you come to Swami? My usual answer is, world would have been better had I not been here. Why? I am not that important. I am not that important. Whether I come or not, immaterial. Therefore, my friends, it is necessary to develop that feeling of doing. The ego should go. Why? When I am doing this, I expect appreciation from you. Anil Kumar, you have done a good job. Good. I expect some kind of recognition, status. So the role of a doer, I am doing this, is expectational, is futuristic and result oriented. But I am not the doer. He is the doer, that's all. This mic is not speaking. I am speaking, not the mic. If the mic thinks that I am speaking, well, you can understand how foolish it is. Similarly, we are not doing, he is getting things done. So, the less and less we play this doership, more and more intuition gets awakened. The intuition gets awakened more and more when the doership is gone. It gets awakened more and more when reasoning, argument subsides. When thinking stops, intuition gets awakened. Therefore, I shall pass on these ideas on meditation, on contemplation, particularly now during this season. Just as Christians have Christmas season, during the Christmas season, which starts far in advance, they start contemplating on the birth of Jesus Christ. They start speaking on the philosophy of Christ. They start speaking on the imitation of Christ. Christmas season. Likewise, this is Samadhi period. The period of Samadhi. The period that reminds us of Swami's withdrawal from physical body with a message, with a purpose, with a particular direction and an objective. Therefore, this morning talk is on meditation as a kind of preparation for that Samadhi day that falls on 27th of April. The coming weeks also will be preparing for that. What do you mean preparing for that? That state of Samadhi. Samadhi is not the structure that what you find in Kulwant Hall. Samadhi is a state of mind. Samadhi is awareness. Samadhi is the totality. Samadhi is cosmic and universal. For that, the first step is meditation. Let us pray to Swami that she will show us some more light, throw some more light along these lines of thought. May Bhagavan bless you. Thank you very much for being here. Sai Ram. Samasta loka sukhino Samasta loka bhavantu Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti. जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की। साई राम।